Hi, everyone. I'm Sandra Levy. I'm senior editor of DSN, and today we're speaking with John Colaizzi. He's Group Vice President, Head of Enterprise Pharmacy Practice at Walgreens. Hi, John. It's great to see you again.
Hi, Sandra. It's always a privilege to speak with you.
Oh, my pleasure. And I'm really excited to speak with you about a recent study published in the Journal of the American Pharmacists Association that explored pharmacy technicians' interest in pursuing a PharmD degree. So let's get started. Why is this study and survey so crucial now, John?
Well, Sandra, as I know you and I have discussed before, the profession of pharmacy continues to face a talent shortage. I know there's some debate within the industry whether there's a shortage or not, but the data really is crystal clear. Since its peak in 2018, we've seen roughly a 35% decline in the number of pharmacists graduating pharmacy school. And that's really from a variety of factors. For one example, there are simply less students graduating from high school right now. So that's impacting all of higher education, not just pharmacy. And it's coming at a time also where the demand for pharmacy services continues to increase. It's also starting to impact public health and exacerbating issues like pharmacy deserts popping up across the country. And so, one thing we were very interested in learning more about is our pharmacy technicians as a pool of potential candidates to become pharmacists. Some of the very best pharmacists started their careers as pharmacy technicians. They're already working on the front lines. They represent a very highly qualified, highly motivated pipeline of future pharmacists. I was actually one of them. I was interested in a career in pharmacy. And so 28 and a half years ago, I got a job myself as a pharmacy technician. I fell in love and I decided to pursue a pharmacy career, went on to pharmacy school. But we also know that there are a number of barriers to entry for some candidates. I was fortunate, I had the means, but many do not. And so we conducted a survey in partnership with our Walgreens Dean's Advisory Council. And we learned that a major obstacle is early financial and life balance stressors involved in considering a PharmD degree. The study really, for us, validated that barrier and shed a lot of light on other obstacles that are preventing community pharmacy technicians from pursuing a PharmD degree. And it's very timely because it helps us as an industry understand what those barriers are and more deeply points to some very real solutions that we can act on now.
Great. Well, you did touch upon a few of the things that I was going to ask, but can you elaborate about what the survey showed about the tech's actual desire to pursue the degree and what some of those barriers are, and what are the key findings that you want to share?
Sure, yeah, of course. First, we had great participation in the research. We had over 2,400 pharmacy technicians that participated in the survey. In terms of findings, first and foremost, the survey showed a very high interest among pharmacy technicians. So about 75% of pharmacy technicians said they were interested in pursuing a PharmD, even though today only about 1% advance to pursue a career as a pharmacist. The largest barriers were pretty clear. So first, financial burden and tuition and fees. That was cited by 86% of recipients. So that was number one. Second was life balance constraints. And then other key barriers that we identified were lack of time to complete prerequisites, uncertainty around admissions, and also concern about coursework difficulty, all very, very real and understandable concerns. On the flip side, there were a number of motivators that were very encouraging. Enjoyment of the field was number one. 78% of our respondents enjoy the field of pharmacy, wages and benefits, and also a strong desire to help people. That's why we go into pharmacy as a profession. Again, pharmacy technician in and of itself is an incredible career, but for those that already love the work, pursuing a PharmD really allows them to continue to learn and advance. Technicians also told us they'd be more likely to pursue the degree if they had a fully funded program. So 88% indicated that if the program were fully funded, that they would be more likely to pursue. And also being able to provide them with flexible or online options so that it could work and they could learn all at the same time. So I think, again, I think this validated some of our assumptions going in, but it also identified a number of other opportunities that we can work on as an industry to solve for.
Oh, that's excellent. So how can the pharmacy industry actually help these pharmacy techs overcome these barriers? Because they probably have more than one barrier, as you mentioned. And what initiatives are actually underway at Walgreens to help more pharmacy techs become pharmacists?
Yeah, you're right on. There's not one issue, and so there's not one silver bullet in terms of solutions. But I think the survey made it pretty clear. This is definitely an industry-wide opportunity for us to invest in our own people. And I think as an industry, we can help in a number of ways. One is offering financial support to reduce technician costs. Again, that was the number one barrier, so we have to help solve for that. Second, creating flexible learning models that fit around their schedules. It's hard for anyone to work a day job and go to school. So creating flexibility really allows you to pursue higher education while still maintaining your existing career. Next, I think, is providing guidance and mentorship to help navigate the admissions process. That process can be daunting if you're not working full time, and it's especially daunting if you're working full time. And then finally, supporting work-life balance so team members can continue to pursue education without burning out. We need to make sure that we have sustainability in the process. So that's across the industry. Now, at Walgreens, we're taking a number of what I feel are very concrete steps. So, first is Farm Start. So, that is a program that launched earlier this year. It is a new program for us that helps our eligible team members complete their pharmacy school prerequisites, and it is fully funded by Walgreens with support of an organization that we partnered with called Guild. And it provides for flexible options for technicians so that they can gain their prerequisites while still maintaining their existing career as a pharmacy technician. So this solves really for those two main barriers that were identified in the study. Number one, financial burdens, and number two, work-life balance concerns. Once they're enrolled in a PharmD program, we also then have our pharmacy educational assistance program, which provides up to $40,000 in tuition support for those already enrolled in pharmacy school. And this is a legacy program. In fact, it's a program that I was actually a recipient of many, many years ago, and it's a program that we have continued to invest in and will continue to invest in. We also have our new 401k student match program. And what that does is that helps team members pay down debt while still saving for retirement. So they don't need to wait for their career to fully start to begin saving for retirement. It's very important to start that savings and retirement process early. And then finally, through our Walgreens Deans Advisory Council, which is who really kicked off this research for us, we're partnering directly with colleges and schools of pharmacy to align education with the needs of today's community pharmacy environment. And the council will continue to bring novel approaches to the industry, just like these programs that we're discussing today.
That's so impressive. So that's a great segue to my last question. So talk about what success looks like after all of these initiatives.
Great way to end, I think, Sandra. For me, success is really simple. It's seeing more of our extremely talented pharmacy technicians become pharmacists. It's reducing these financial and logistical barriers so that someone's circumstances don't determine their future. Again, I was fortunate 29 years ago. I had the means to pursue my dream, but we need to provide equitable solutions so that everybody can also achieve their dreams. It's also building a sustainable pipeline of pharmacists who reflect the communities they serve. And that's already a key learning really that we've taken out of FarmStart. It allows for technicians that are already embedded in their communities to continue to serve those communities. And finally, it's ensuring the future of community pharmacy remains strong, accessible, and patient-focused, with a pipeline of workforce that is already highly motivated to care for these communities for many, many years to come. And I think the future is very bright. These advancements are really win-wins for our team members, for the profession at large, and most importantly, for the communities that we serve, so that pharmacy can continue to have lasting impacts on public health for many, many years to come.
Well, this is an exciting time for pharmacy techs. It really is. And we hope you'll come back and share some more thoughts with us as things progress.
I'd love to come back anytime, Sandra. Thank you so much.
Oh, it's my pleasure.